Greetings everyone and welcome back to Distant Worlds Universe. We are playing with the AI Improvement mod and the Shakturi Story Lines enabled. Alright, so we had some pretty good luck in the last episode as far as finding a cruiser at this rune site. And I've actually pinged the developer and I'm kind of curious on what the percentage chance of that actually happening are. I'm guessing it's pretty darn low. And I'm hoping he doesn't come back saying it's a bug and that shouldn't happen, because this kind of stuff is what gives this game its flavor. So I'm hoping that doesn't get patched out. It seems like every time I bring something like this to light, it gets patched out. So I'm kind of responsible for getting rid of the zero tax, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, we're going to carry on. I do have lots of comments to go through, so we're going to try and get through these fairly quickly here. So I'm just going to go down the list here. We have Johnny Soderland, who is asking to have a ship named after him, and I think we can do that, no problem. If anybody else wants anything named after them in the game, then by all means let me know. It's not actually named after him; he just wants a ship named Silverhawk. So I think we're going to pick our capital ship, and we are going to come in here, and we are going to name it Silverhawk. And like I said, if anybody else wants something named, then by all means let me know. I don't mind doing that. Alright, so there's Silverhawk, our capital ship. Okay, let's move back to our home system here. Alright. Next comment was Pop Your Socks. He's suggesting that we make a starbase with refueling capabilities and repair capabilities and put them out sort of at the outer reaches of our fuel range. And that'll allow us to refuel and repair any damaged ships without having to come back to homeworld, which is a great idea. I will definitely try and implement that. We can't do it right now because we haven't officially broken out of PreWarp yet. So, but there's one thing I think I would change on that particular idea, and that would be I would make it maybe a secondary gas mining station design. And the reason for that would be the private sector will pay for it instead of the state. So if you make a starbase and do that, then you're going to have to pay for it out of your state money. If we make it a gas mining station and put a repair bay on it, then the private sector will pay for that. The maintenance on that, actually. So, yeah, good idea. We'll definitely look into doing that a bit later. And we had many people praising the 1080p. I haven't had any negative responses on the 1080p, so I guess we'll continue on with that resolution. Not a problem. Okay, and we have Billy Mays, RIP, and Zachary Hutchison both say that it's better to watch an LPer struggle along than have a cakewalk game, a too easy game, so you're just going through the motions and that. And I kind of agree with that because I have watched some Civ 5 deity Let's Plays, and some of those people just walk through that game like they know all the ins and outs. They know exactly what's going to happen with that, you know, with the game and everything, and they just sort of walk right through the game, and they don't really have that much problem with doing that. So, yeah, I think watching somebody struggle a bit is a little more interesting than watching somebody just sort of cakewalk through a series. And that's the reason I stopped recording the Yulta series that I just ended here a little while ago. It was just going to be too easy, and it wasn't going to be very interesting, I found. So that's why I sort of gave up on that series to start this one. So yeah, you guys get to watch me struggle, and I'm sure things will definitely take a turn for the worse at some point in this game. And Celtic Reaper and one other who contacted me through private messaging. I'm not going to say who that was because private messaging is private, of course. They're not liking the yellow. It's too hard in the eyes. A lot of people watch this game in a darkened room, so you zoom out, that gets pretty loud, and I kind of agree with that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to come into the editor, and I'm going to edit Empires, and we're going to change that color. Where are we here? United Earth Federation. So edit Empire. And here's our main color here. So I'm just going to go back to my usual green. Seems to be a pretty good mid-range. It's not too loud, and it looks not bad. So we're just going to change that. And we'll just close that, and oops, close that. And that too. All right, that color doesn't quite look right. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just had to click that on and off. Okay, so we're back to our usual greens, and that should probably help in the diplomacy. Yeah, so we can see this a little better too. There was actually a viewer suggesting to go to yellow, but yeah, it's too loud, and I did get a couple complaints on it, so we're just going to go back to my usual green. Okay, and that actually brings up another point, and we can now see the difference in color of these mining stations. The pirates ended up getting both of these, and I think it was Chapin and Chaos Angel pointed this out, and I think one other too pointed out that the pirates got both of my gas mining locations. I'm not too willing to swear my head off about it now that we have all these better ships. I'm going to come in and instead just get rid of these and build my own gas mining stations here. And it was actually suggested. Who was that now? I'm gonna butcher these names. I know it. Capitan Tarifa and Monsieur, I guess. Musser. Both say hit the pirates now. Well, I got all these good ships. Their base is over here. So they're saying come over and grab take these pirates out early, and I kind of agree with that. The pirates so far have, I think I'm actually still in here. Yes, I am, so I can actually see what's going on. They have a resupply ship, which will be our first target. It's got 1,000 shields, so I'm going to have to gang up all these ships I found and come over and take that out first of all, because that's their biggest ship. It's got 100 firepower, and we'll just come in and have a look at them. And they do have a bit of firepower, so they're building ships now. Now is the time to actually try and take them out. And I really hope I don't lose any of these big ships I just acquired doing this. And it's not deployed. I wish this was deployed because we'd have a better chance at taking it out. But we're going to come in and we're going to try and hit that. I'll probably go to war first, or break that agreement first, and then maybe I'll park myself here, that fleet right here, and then that resupply ship will come over and we'll be able to take it out, and then we'll come over and look at the bases. Basically, what I want to do is take out the resupply ship, this base, and their construction ship if I can find it, and that would pretty much cripple them, and I think their construction ship is right here, actually. It is. By the time we get there, that construction ship's going to have moved on. But yeah, the construction ship, I think, is going to be a key to get out of their hands. And we'll carry on that way. So we do have a bit of a fleet we can actually maybe do that with. Okay, Long Don says, because of the ships we found, hopefully this isn't going to make this game too easy. I don't see a problem with that. I think we're into a significant challenge, even with this bonus I've managed to get at the early game. So I don't think we're going to run into that. NeoCNA3 enjoys the fact that I've been reading all the pop-ups and explaining what I do as I do it, and this is kind of what I do with my channel. So anybody new and you're wondering just how I handled the tutorials and everything, I just explain what I'm doing as I'm playing, and it seems to be a pretty good way to learn stuff. And most of the new players do enjoy that. So I will continue to do that. Zeroid202 says, keep the bigger ships we found and scrap the other one, or disassemble the other ones for a tech bonus. I'll probably do that later, but right now we're definitely going to keep those ships and use them to push back the pirates. Okay, Curry Muncher Let's Play wants to know, who did I pay to get this start? This awesome start. And I didn't pay anybody. I bought the game. That's basically all I do. And you know what? If anybody's on the fence on whether you should buy this game, events like that is definitely why I love this game. 2.5 years of playing this game, and I still get the wow factor whenever I play. So that alone is worth the money. I found like Civ 5 and that, after you play a few times, everything's the same. You progress down the same route for the track, and you do everything pretty much the same every game. Beyond Earth is no different. And that's why I like this game, is because every game provides different challenges, and you have to actually adjust your strategy to deal with it. And that's what keeps everything interesting. So that's just my little blurb on that. Chris Lighthawk suggests once we break out of PreWarp, we get a construction ship with super fuel cells and come up and grab the rest of these ships in here. There's another capital ship in here, right there. Actually, there's two of them. There's two more capital ships in here. So how much fuel I would have to put on the construction ships to get up here initially is going to be astronomical. I'm not even sure how many it would have to. It would have to be a major amount of fuel cells, and I would think I'd only get one way on it, and I would have to limp all the way back, because that's going to be a huge amount of fuel. I think initially our fuel line is about here, once we break out of PreWarp. So that's going to be a significant amount of fuel to get up there. I'll have to get to better reactors and better warp drives before I can even think about coming up there. So I think that's definitely going to be a thing for a bit later. And Icemania suggests that maybe we take some of our intel agents before we start pounding on the pirates, and maybe, let's just sort by role here, and maybe see, I don't actually have anybody specialized in intelligence. See if we can get some tech and stuff off the pirates. I'm not feeling too comfortable about doing that. Psyops and counter-espionage and sabotage. I might try this guy, but I think the percentage chance spying on the pirates is really risky. Let's just see, just for an example, just how... 65%. I think I would lose him for sure. I think I'm probably going to avoid that for now. But what we can do before we actually take out the pirates is maybe find out if they know of any other empires. So maybe we'll just look at that right now. And they don't know anybody yet. So we'll check on that a bit later before we break their agreement and that, and see if we can pick up contact with another empire before we actually start pounding on him. But we're definitely going to take that fleet and try and nip these guys in the bud. And take out these 2 fuel stations. They robbed us of all the fuel in our home system, which brings up a good question. Just how much fuel supply do we have? Let's just have a quick look. We got 28,000, and our mining ships are actually mining the fuel here. So we're not totally without fuel, so I got a bit of time before I have to worry about that. I'm just kind of curious on what kind of fuel these guys take. These guys are hydrogen. Okay. How much hydrogen do we have on Homeworld? Just out of curiosity. Have a quick look, and we got a little bit. It's probably enough for these ships anyways. So I'm guessing most of the ones that I just picked up are probably all hydrogen based. Yeah, so they're gonna be using hydrogen fuel. And there is hydrogen here. So we'll definitely have to get rid of these 2 mining stations to get our own mining stations on there. But I do have a few minutes that I can just wait on that for a bit. Okay, I think that's the end of the comments for now. Lots of comments. Keep them coming, guys. I really do like interacting with you guys. And I do enjoy the fact that my channel is still small enough that I get to actually go through all the comments. And it's going to be a sad day for me when things get too busy for me to actually sit down and do that. And I hope that day never comes, actually. I do want to get a bit more traffic to my channel, but I don't want it to be overwhelming that I have to ignore comments and stuff like that. Okay, so I guess we'll get going. I think we're just bringing all these ships back to Homeworld. I got one coming here to do a bit more exploration. We got our initial ship that we found doing this exploration. We're just going to basically circle around and look for more ruins and abandoned ships and that sort of thing. Okay. See what our construction ships are up to. Yeah, I'm going to go repair that destroyer. That construction ship still has everything on it to build a gas mining station. I get the feeling I'll probably be changing that design before I get to do that, though. So he'll probably have to go back to Homeworld to pick up supplies. Unless maybe I come in and get rid of this station right away. I'm not sure whether I want to do that before I get these ships back. I just as soon get these guys back in here before I break this agreement with them. So I guess we'll do that. All right, so we're going to carry on. I'm just going to move over here. And what else do we need to look at? We're 22% towards warp drives. And we're going to get a bit more happiness bonus. And how is Homeworld looking right now? Still 8% growth. We're doing all right. We're almost to 100K GDP. And we're done again already. This is going to go pretty quick. And we got our exploration ship done. So let's pop in and have a quick look at that. I don't know whether I need to. I think we pretty much explored. And oh, we might not have this one yet. No. So we'll move over here. Okay, so we'll get that explored, and then I think that's it for the home system. I'll be able to just automate that explorer and get him to do what he does. He'll go around and look at all the asteroids after I do that. Okay, so we'll just carry on here. And it looks like I'm going to need some money here. So I'm going to have to actually put my taxes back up for just a little bit. If we do happen to run into another pirate and I don't have any cash on hand, they're just going to attack my stuff. So I think I'm just going to actually pop my taxes up for just a little bit. 26, so I might be able to go to 30%. I don't keep them cranked up for long, just enough to make a bit of money, and then I drop them back down again. Okay, so we'll carry on with that and bring you over here. Okay, nothing in there, so we'll carry on. And here comes this ship. Oh, that one's fast. Okay, that's a number system, which is nothing, so carry on. That's a numbered system, which is nothing. Carry on. And that explorer ship is now done. So I think what I'll do, I'm not even going to go back into the system. I'm just going to just outright automate him. And he'll go look at all the asteroids and stuff. There we go. Yep. Explore asteroids. Okay, off we go. And another numbered system. Ah, we found a rune. Perfect. All right, let's see what's over. Ooh, we have Artelis. Well, let's go take care of him right away. Okay, done. The thing about Artelis is they're capable of inter-system travel, so they can warp just as well as their ships. So I've seen them follow me around, and I've seen them follow me back to homeworld. So you just got to be careful if you run into one of those and escape that they're not following you. Okay, so I'm going to move over to that rune and see what that is. And our leader now has better happiness. Perfect. That'll help our colony growth. The Granite Fortress. We have discovered the Granite Fortress, ancient ruins from the lost civilization at the continental planet Trasitan in the Trasitan system. And we'll investigate that. And we have understanding of area weapons. Let's see how much of that we got. Okay, so a little sliver. I'm not going to be concentrated on that portion of the tech tree anyway, so not a big deal, but at least we got it and nobody else did. Okay, so let's come out and carry on to the next system. Okay, who's in here? Oh, the Blood Intruders. Ah, ooh. They have 2 construction ships then, unless they've... It was down... they might be up there already. They might only have the 1. They do have pretty good warp drives already, so I'm thinking that might be the same construction ship we saw earlier. I'm not sure. I could take it out right now. Well, I know where it is, but that's going to be a problem if they decide to come in and start hammering in my home system. So I'm not quite ready for that yet. I guess we'll just carry on. And there's a warning that one of our frigates need refueling. Oh, that's that one we found. And actually, you know what? I can probably maybe disassemble that. This is the one we found right at the beginning of the game. I normally save this for when I'm coming down here. I'm not going to be coming down here in this game, so I think I might just disassemble it now. I might actually get a boost on the warp fields. So I think I'm going to disassemble that now for a tech bonus. So we'll do that at the nearest shipyard. And I see we have a construction ship done here. I think what we'll do is we'll just go into the planner and we'll sort by type. And we will go by galaxy priority. And this is basically everything in our home system right now. And I see we have some luxuries and silicon there, so that's a good one to go for. I think we'll just do that right now. Regardless of the quality of the silicon in my home system, I always mine it. I just go for it because silicon is something we need, and it's not a very good idea to nitpick that decision. waiting for better sources of silicon. Just get it. So we're going to do that. All right, so back out to our exploration, and we will carry on. Okay, so we'll come over here. Okay. We'll keep these guys going until we get the rest of these ships in here, and then we'll look at taking out those pirates, or at least pushing them back anyways, if nothing else. Okay. Enhance commerce. Oh, for crying out loud. The one thing I didn't want. Yeah, I got a little bonus there. I'm not even coming down there right away, so oh well. I was hoping that I would get something better, but you take what you get. Okay, don't take anything there. Move on. Yes, this is such a significant advantage having these ships right at the beginning here. Oops. I don't know whether I mentioned this already, but I have pinged the developer asking what the odds are of finding that abandoned cruiser. Just what the coded odds are of that. I don't know whether he'll ever respond or whether he wants to reveal that information, but I'm just kind of curious. I'm sure it's pretty darn rare. Oh, and there's our medical. So we'll get that on our spaceport, and we will queue something up. Transport systems. How far away are we from warp drives right now? We're 40% there. I think I got time to pick up transport systems and get the passenger compartments. And then we'll come up and get the enhanced resource exploration. So I think we'll go that way on that. I generally wait until I break out a pre-warp to worry about this actual particular piece of tech. It doesn't do us much good in the pre-warp, but it gets our home system explored quicker. But I generally get that done pretty quick anyways. Okay, so carry on. Oh, not yet. We want to adjust our spaceport design. So our basic port will manually upgrade, and this will be still a Mark II Revision A. And we will put our, got to sort by name, sort by category, and sort by name. It just makes it a little easier for me to find stuff. So there's our medical center. So now we have medical and recreation. And we'll save that design. And we'll come in and retrofit to that. And that'll make our homeworld a bit happier and get us growing a little bit quicker, hopefully. And we will retrofit to a basic port. And there we go. And how are we doing here? 7 billion people plus 2% because I'm taxing right now. So I'm going to wait until we get just a little bit more money in our coffers, and then I'll drop that back down again. Okay, so those two ships are done again. Oop, not that one, this one. All right, maybe we'll come and see what's in here. Okay. And we now have our railguns. So the next thing I'm going to do in here is go straight to enhanced missiles. And like I said, I'm probably going to be concentrating coming out this tree right away. So I'll probably get to there at least right away. We have to back up at that point and get point defense and then before we can get to this level, but that's fine. And like I said, troop stuff I'm not going to worry about right away because I don't think we're going to be into too much invasions right off the bat. And I'll bring these two ships back into homeworld soon as we get that fleet sorted out. And we'll look at clobbering some pirates. Get them pushed back in the early game. And like I said, I could queue up all these missions to move from system to system, but I don't think we'll see the abandoned ships if we do that. So we kind of got to be a little more hands-on in this. And I see a new fleet admiral has appeared. Perfect. Okay, carry on. Oh, this certainly gives us something to do in the pre-warp area, that's for sure. I'm finding myself quite busy here doing this. Okay. Okay, so I think those... Oh, no, we still got one more coming in. That's the guy who's out of fuel. Yeah, so... Okay, so carry on. Yeah, we'll assemble all these ships into one fleet, and then we'll go do something with these pirates. Which will probably be next episode, but looking at my time up here, 25 minutes. All right. And got a bit of time to maybe grab a couple more before we deal with that. And we'll see what that is. Yeah. Don't get swallowed up by the black hole, please. That would suck. Okay. Wow, we got all this explored already. Well, not properly explored, but... Okay, so I need to think about getting these guys back into homeworld. We'll get them refueled, and then we'll see about killing some pirates. Oh, found somebody over here. I don't think I've seen the Ancient Guardians that color before. This must be somebody else. Yeah, maybe we can figure out who that is before we pull these guys in to go do some damage. Okay. Oh, that one's not lighting up. They must be over here somewhere. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, I got to get him to get some fuel. So we'll send him for fuel right away. So we'll do that. Okay, and where'd this guy go? He's up here. All right, we'll just sort of head back. And I thought you were in a fleet. Maybe I didn't put you in a fleet. I guess I didn't. Okay, we'll get you to join our first fleet. Okay, let's actually select that. I'm going to make this the lead ship. All right, there we go. Okay, so we'll bring this one back, and like I said, next episode we'll look at doing something with the pirates. Ooh, and then we got a new ship captain. Just appeared at Silverhawk. All right, so we'll bring you in. Move to. And yeah, let's... Ooh, no. Didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to right-click. Investigate. This is the one I think we're repairing, so we'll investigate. And okay, so we have investigated the abandoned destroyer, which this is, like I said, this is the one that we're repairing right now, I'm pretty sure. It appears to be in good working order. We have boarded and taken control, and we can disassemble it for tech, or we can use it. We'll be disassembling it for tech because this doesn't have warp drives on it. And it's also setting off a beacon in E6, so we should go see what that is. And we'll just maybe have a quick look at where that is. It's over here. So once we deal with the pirates a bit, I'll bring one of those ships over to see what that is. And hopefully it's another debris field. I wonder if I should go get that first. I wonder if I should look at that first. Maybe there's more ships than that. It might be another debris field. Or another abandoned ship or something. Just because I'm expecting it, it won't happen. But yeah, maybe we'll come over here before we do that. And we'll see what that is. Okay, so let's come in and deal with that. Yeah, so it's this guy here. Yeah, Whaling Exactor. Okay, so as soon as that pop-up comes up, you get the alert that we have acquired it. However, we still don't have any action buttons. We can't actually do anything with this ship yet. And you can either wait for the next tick of the clock, the next 19 days to roll around until everything updates, and then you get control of the ship. Or what you can do is select the construction ship and simply hit stop. Okay, it's done. So hitting stop at this point doesn't really matter. And now you can select the destroyer, and we now have action buttons. So right away we can actually do something with this. So I figured that out in the last little while, and we will bring you over here. Okay, now. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I didn't cancel that. Oh, no, we're at war already. Oh, well, whatever. Wasn't expecting that to happen. Okay, well, since this construction ship has all the resources it needs to build this, I'm just going to move you over here. And I guess we'll use this destroyer to destroy this. And I guess we will have to deal with that, which looks like this capital ship is doing that. So this capital ship's going to come up and take care of that. And then we'll have both our locations ready to go. I wish I would have canceled that. I'm not quite ready for this yet, but we do have ships in my home system, so I'm not overly concerned. I think we should be okay. So this is the ship we just finished repairing. So I'm going to bring you to homeworld. We'll move you there. All right, and we'll see how this goes. I don't know what this has on it. 500 shield, so it's probably not overly powerful. Yeah, 30 firepower, so I don't expect a huge problem here. All right, so we'll just do that. Maybe we'll just slow this down just for the duration of these attacks here. Yeah, it was pretty easy to take out. Yeah, we got some help coming. Okay, so that's that one done. And I'm assuming this one will fall right shortly. All right, so I'm just going to grab this construction ship, and we will now... Oh, I've got to wait for the explosion to finish, I guess. All right. And we will build a gas mining station. Just get that done. All right, so... where are you? You need to join that fleet. Okay, so we're going to get you to join the first fleet. All right. And you're still out here. I won't get you to join the fleet yet till we discover what that is. Okay, well, that was a bit premature. I really didn't want to do that attack quite yet, but I guess we're ready for it. We got 4 ships in here, which I'm hoping will hold off any kind of problems. So we'll just watch this go down. We'll bring this to a close for this episode, and I'll record one more today. I'm not going to record too far ahead because I do want to react to comments and everything. And I just noticed we can drop our taxes again. We got lots of cash, so let's just do that. Oops, just 1-0 will be fine. So we'll get our growth going again. And we do have a bit of money stocked up now, so that was my whole plan with that. Okay, so we can now build a gas miner there. Where's my other construction ship? Is it down here? Yes. And are you done? No. Yes, you are. So let's get you back home. And actually, I'll just queue up to build a mining station here. Okay, so we got 2 gas mining stations going at the 2 fuel sites in our home system, which is perfect. All right, so I'm just going to pause here. We're at 34 minutes. We'll call this episode to a close, and when we come back, we'll discover what that is. And once we get him back home and joining that fleet, we'll come over and look at taking out the resupply ship in here. Hopefully it doesn't come over to cause trouble in here. I think we might be okay. I wouldn't mind this cruiser in there, though. But let's just have a look at that fleet. We have 438 firepower, so that's pretty good. And they have no mission. I think I might just hit a quick refuel order on that just to get you doing something around homeworld. Okay, so there we go. Got things going. We got a bit of money in our pockets again. And we'll try to get up here and get the rest of those capital ships eventually. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be viable at the very beginning of the game. So we're going to have to wait on that a bit. But on the plus side, it's sort of up out in the middle of nowhere. So hopefully nobody else will get to those. And I find the AI, I don't know about the AI improvement mod, but the AI generally doesn't prioritize that stuff unless it's a planet destroyer. The planet destroyers they go after right away, but the debris fields, they don't seem to concentrate on those too much. Which is kind of disappointing. I wish they would, and that would make the game a little more challenging, I guess. But I think we'll have time to get up there and get those. Okay, so if you're still with me, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you next time.